Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Marvel.
Not like
you
there's much I can do about it.
Yeah. You feel. Speaking of Marvel, you feel the cold take you as you moved into the tree line to gain some distance from the Triton you had just disrobed. The beams of cold energy released were sapping your strength, and with that last hit, you find it just hard to hold yourself up against a tree you tried to duck behind. Things begin to go bark as your entire body is just too numb to move, yet you can still hear footsteps. One part hurried, one part exhausted, become louder and louder. The front of your shirt is grabbed, and you're hoisted up against a tree you tried to slump against. Yeah, you slumped against. Whatever.
Yes.
So I'm still editing this shit. You can just open your eyes enough to see the Triton holding you with one arm, leaning down, something having caught their eye. You monsters, she said in anguish. She holds your dagger up. Horrible things. I hate all of you. And she goes to pull the hand that's holding the dagger to strike you, and you just kind of fade away as it's happening. But just as darkness takes you, you hear like this deep, dark growling, and then you pass out. Everybody else, though, just dispatched this orc war chief, and most of you have managed to cross over the treacherous greased rock. The tree line is ahead of you. It doesn't seem very thick. You can kind of see through like bits of sunlight on the opposite side. You are heading in that direction to look for somebody, but
Yeah, no, we're still going that way.
okay. Make your perception check as you guys are running up.
Can my owl do it again too?
If you want to use the owl's stats to do it, then go right ahead.
I mean, we can both do it.
Sure.
Okay.
Does my shield give me a thing for
I think that's
perception?
initiative and well, what's it say?
Hang on, I'm just trying to bring it up again. Oh, where is it? Perception checks. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I get advantage with that.
I'm just staying back with Fubgub and Red.
Hey,
'Cause
look
I'm
at that.
Messed up.
Nothing. You don't really see anything in the area. Maybe he went beyond the trees.
Doyle, keep looking.
You just keep kind of going forward.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you get through the tree line, you break through, and on the opposite side, you see the groups of the Muffinites and the Wobber Rangers are just finishing breaking through the defenses of the forces that were trying to defend the beach. There are two large ships you can see already out in the waters. They've disembarked. Some rowboats, about 4 of them, are trying to catch up to reach them. One's nearby. Well, there's 2 nearby. One is still accepting some of these retreated orcs. You know, they're being held up by ropes, or like other people, or orcs are reaching over and grabbing their fellows on board. For the description of these boats, picture the ones that take us to Northrend in World of Warcraft.
Okay.
The one with the kind of turning wheel in the back.
Right.
Not too far away, kind of in between. The beach is not the widest. Lots of stuff here seems to have been broken through. Rave is standing kind of just with his head against the pommel of his blade that is resting in the chest of an orc, while there's 3 more of these like the sword and shield orcs around him, and he's just seems out of breath and covered in a bit of blood.
Doyle's gonna go to his aid.
Okay. You walk up to him.
Yes.
He's just panting and just taking a deep breath and just trying to like focus. His eyes are a bit wild.
Wait, so he's not like technically surrounded? He fought everything off?
No, they're all dead around him.
Oh,
right now.
okay.
It's further ahead. Some people are kind of going off.
Oh, okay, I thought he was
Some
still
people
like
defending
locked
him.
in. Yeah, I thought he
No.
was still locked in combat.
Everyone's dead. Although you can, as you walk forward, you do see a swath of destruction kind of that has kind of come to a rest in this area around him.
Doyle's gonna call out Rave. Are you okay?
I
He
think that's
kind
the
of
most lively she's ever been with her voice.
He's still kind of like with his one head against the pommel, takes the other hand and just like weighs you off. Like, yeah, it's fine. He's just taking a breath. Now shouts ring out from the ships as the one starts to pull away from shore, and like water is being churned up in the back, and as it makes its way into open water. Something about the design of them seems to allow it to just back up without having unfurled sails. Major perception check.
Okay.
Anybody on
Okay.
the shore?
Where's the shore?
Right in
Ooh,
front of you. You are on the beach.
Oh, okay.
those are some good
Map
rolls.
still. All right.
So does it just be Joy, Dune, Al? Did you want to make a perception check? You'd probably
Oh,
be the only
yeah.
other person there. All right. Well, Doya.
Let me just waste a good roll on this. Yeah, see?
There you go. Doya, you see coming up to the front of the ship as the boat's pulling away, and it seems that they've got at least what they could of their forces onto it. Some of them are kind of just defending and left to die, like they're just holding their own against these other orcs and your rangers. A blue-robed figure walks forward, and for a second, you're really worried because it looks identical or very close to another Triton you fought in the sewers back in the other city. Facial features, you just like, oh, what? And he just stares out at the group, at everything going on the beach as the boat pulls up. And he lifts a hand and he just narrows his eyes. And this red mote of light appears in his palm.
No.
Everyone just, you tense, because you weren't part of that, but you saw the damage that it did. Everyone kind of, so a lot of people are kind of narrow and back up a bit, defending themselves, but the moat actually goes off to the side and destroys the other ship, sets it ablaze, the ship that was unmanned, as this final boat just drifts away into the darkness. Unless you want to guys do anything to stop the boat. I don't know. I don't think you can, but
I would say after the boss fight, Almond's
yeah.
sufficiently ashed
Doya doesn't
out,
really
but
have anything available to stop it. She's pretty tired, pretty beat.
All right, so the fire catches up on the boat that was left behind. It didn't seem, maybe they didn't have enough people to man it, and it kind of just pulls back. Marble,
Yes,
you wake up.
I do.
Yeah, you get a strange sensation that when you open your eyes, because you open them and it's still so dark that you wonder if your eyes are closed.
Yeah.
You feel it round underneath you, but then as you look at your body, you're lit up as if there is a light around you, but it's just black ahead of you, at least.
Do I have did she take my dagger?
Your dagger, you check your body. Your dagger's there. Did you have the ruby gemstone in it?
Yep.
It's gone.
Fuck.
that your
As you're
spell
checking
focus?
Yeah.
as you're checking your body, well, I was like, make an insight on that one. Thinking, oh shit, she took that. Why did she take them? You do remember you got this off the corpse of a Triton as well.
I did?
Yeah, this was found on the Triton in the poison ruins
Oh,
up in the north.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
there is some maybe connection. And considering how emotional it seemed like she got at that last moment there before you thought you were going to be stabbed, that maybe there's a connection.
Mm.
But as you're looking at that, you kind of look to your right, and you see a familiar gray-skinned dwarf. He sits cross-legged, and he's facing the same direction that you were lying in. He's just looking on into that distance, and his right hand is resting on just really big gray or black-furred hound. He doesn't look at you, but he's like, finally awake, eh? Nah, you ain't dead.
Fucking.
Dwarves are your best friends.
Marble gets up, tries to regain what he can his dignity.
Yeah, okay.
Air moved in from Twilight
And
and
then-
followed by the server.
Gasp.
Doesn't have much to. He's trying to figure out, like, if he's still in the same place. Like, is it just dark or is he somewhere else?
It feels somewhere else.
Hmm. Hang on, there's a giant spider coming down from the ceiling
Oh,
right
no.
above me.
Oh, jeez, burn it!
Roll initiative!
I had
Roll
a
for
dream
raid.
about that last
It's
night.
harmless, but I need to, like, go, yeah, go somewhere else.
Okay, what was your dream? And then I'll tell what I had yesterday too.
Yeah,
I
you go
had a-
back to the ceiling.
I had a dream that a spider came down from the banister and it was huge. And I was freaking out, running around the house crying, telling Todd he needed to come kill it, and he was getting mad at me. And then I went and locked myself in the bedroom and I was crying, and then he was like, I killed
higher.
it and opened the door and then threw the dead body of the big huge. I mean, this thing was ginormous, like a freaking basketball, right?
So
And
it's
then
very
the dead
jeez.
exciting
body
that he
at
threw
me.
it in.
Sounds more like
Yeah.
Todd. Sounds
I
more like
woke
Todd
up
became
and
your.
I was so mad at him.
It
Did I
sounds
come back
more
to?
like Todd became your big brother than your husband.
Right? My brother used to do that to me. Oh, I was so mad at him. And it took me a minute to realize that I was mad at him because of a dream. And that it
Ah.
wasn't real. And when I told him about it, he apologized for what he did in my dream.
Pregnancy dreams, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Now,
Yeah, it
knows
was
what's up.
it was really vivid.
now I've been watching The Mandalorian recently. It's my first pass
It
through it,
shouldn't be a plus
Ooh.
and I just got through season 2, episode 2 last night, where they have the giant "fuck you" ice spiders that range
Oh,
from
jeez.
rat size to wrap up your horse size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, I didn't like star the new website.
Redneck Sela moved in from
It's a
Twilight
red.
and
Everybody's
followed by the server.
here.
It's tinox.ca. Colon 30,000.
You shouldn't have read that out loud.
True.
Well, if you have any trolls in your
Anybody
And-
watching?
I see 2 viewers currently, so it
they
might be a
us?
good idea to put passwords on our usernames just in case.
Just
Kind of
server
forgot.
delete,
Kind of
delete,
forgot that
click.
we were streaming there, I guess.
Yeah, I did mention I was gonna start streaming
Yeah.
before we actually started the game.
the jig
did?
is up.
All right, time to start a new stream, Julie.
Delete the old one.
Delete your
Sad.
entire channel. Start over.
It is sure to say a plus in chat. Why does it say plus
So
3
did I
when have
follow
all
you
the-
guys here?
Well, that could be up to you.
I think we'll get to that.
Okay.
I mean, Marble awoke in a strange, dark area. And we're kind of in that moment right now. There was a person beside him
Mm-hmm.
who's told him that you're not dead.
I'm not dead. Can I, like, if I look, can I see what he's looking at?
He's
Or is
just,
this just,
it's just blackness.
it's just blackness?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to talk to him, so I'm just gonna stay in sullen silence for now.
After probably a few minutes of just silence, he's like, "Why are the only elves I ever get to meet? The ones that can beat a Gallop Dur at a game of poker. They say the Durgar are cold, but boy, you both must have been cut of the same cloth." You're doing a horrible fucking accent. I'm all over the place with that accent.
Don't worry.
The standard
And
accent.
he kind of
no
just
worries.
and just keeps back going. He's just relaxing. But if you want to just leave it there for a bit,
I didn't ask for anything.
you didn't have to ask for anything. I mean, but you're lucky that I'm even here.
Yeah, fine. What is here anyway?
This is a little bit of home that I can take with me, thanks to the teachings of the master. He says every world has holes in it,
Uh-huh.
doors to somewhere else, that places that lead into others.
Yeah, he says
This-
a lot of stuff.
Well, this is somewhere else, somewhere that's just darkness. The Underdark is like this, but sometimes if you walk the wrong path, you find yourself here. Somewhere else, and then maybe back out if you're lucky, and usually end up far from where you should be. Right? He says that this world is like a dam that just burst. All these holes ain't so much leaking as just gushing in, taking up more space than they used to. A lot of it goes over my head. It's not all
Uh-huh.
bad though, and he kind of just pats the head of the hound and smiles.
Sorry, hang on. I'm just watching that spider.
Have you considered getting a cup and escorting it outside?
I will in a moment.
But in the meantime, it's fascinating.
Yeah, Marble's kind of conflicted. Like he's not. Yes, thank you, Dolric.
This pan over.
Marble's kind of like alternating between looking at him and like looking anywhere but him. So, you've been with him long?
Oh. Yeah. It's been some time. You know, he likes to collect misfits. I figure. At least I figure I'm a misfit up here.
Hmm.
Not too many Duradar who want to see the sun again. Yeah, it's been a bit. Couple of years. You know, get you do jobs, show you some things. I know you're his most recent little fetch, but I mean, we all kind of go our own way sometimes. He pays.
You guys are
When-
getting paid?
And he certainly
Do you
does
ever
show
stop
you.
lecturing you? Not as much.
Yeah, you know, once you start not making stupid decisions, not that bad. He kind of just gives you a side eye.
I just, Marvel just doesn't have the energy to start a fight right now, so he's gonna let that one slide.
I mean, if you wanted to pull the pants down, there's a better time and place for that.
Just gotta keep him off balance is all. It's not like I enjoy it.
Doubt.
It was a thought. You didn't, know. He seems to be just as awkward in having a conversation as you are. For all of the kind of charisma he seemed to put out before, cocky kind of, having just sitting and being alone, he kind of looks like he's a little embarrassed just having a conversation.
Yeah, well, having a conversation with an urgent will do that. We'll do that to you.
Well,
sure
I mean,
you
is that
didn't
what you
just-
think? I suppose.
Are you sure
Oh,
you
I-
didn't just write me
I
into
meant
it?
like as prickly as Marble is.
Yeah, well, you get, I don't know, make another insight. It's kind of like,
Sure.
I imagine you're just kind of gauging him.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
No,
I
yeah,
have
you
rolled
totally-
a total of 1 successful insight.
You think it's totally because it's me.
Mm-hmm. So you looking for something over there, or?
Oh no, I mean just enjoying. You know, the sunlight gets a bit too much sometimes. Hey, when you live down in the Underdark, you know, and he's kind of like, it's like he's been preparing to kind of say this. He's like, everybody thinks my kinds to be just cruel and evil. They say we dug so deep, away from the sun, our hearts turn cold. When you would live in a place like this, and he points, you have to be. There are so many things out there in the dark. And to survive, you have to make choices that sometimes means you live or somebody else does. I mean, you get to be my age, you have regrets. And sometimes you want to do something for someone else that you wish had been done for you maybe you were in their position. What am I doing? You elves are supposed to be the talkative ones. But here I am looking like an old wineskin. You're lucky. Had the master not wanted me on one of them ships, you'd be dead. You gotta think smarter.
Smart.
A little Boston.
Yeah, right. I'm all over the place with the accent.
Frickin' Marble's being scolded for being reckless.
I was a little bit of like...
The only reason Marble's not answering that right now is because he also knows he fucked up, if he doesn't want to admit it.
Don't be doing that again. You'll think I'll be wasting my time. I won't be there next time, and then I'll be thinking, oh, well, what a waste of time that was. Just got himself killed somewhere else. I could have been on the ship I'm supposed to be on, and then it could have just let him die, because I guess it made no difference. Kind of just sits back down into a almost sullen, sorry for the outburst, but just silence for a minute.
Alright, well...
No.
It seems like he's about to thank him, but he doesn't.
Yeah. He kind of like, when you say that, you try to say, look, sticking out alone won't do you any good. You have to rely on something. He kind of just stretches the head of the big hound beside him. Because one person can be good. You can be the best out there. And he just points out in the darkness with the left hand. But there's always something bigger waiting. And it always pays to have something at your back. But, enough chatting. You seem good enough to go. And I've got an excuse to make. You've got people looking for you. And he stands up. And the hound rises as well beside him. And he just kind of like claps his hand as if the dust, dirt off. And as he does, your eyes, close your eyes as the sunlight blinds you.
Yeah.
And when you open your eyes again, you're outside, just near the orc camp.
Fuck these guys.
Oh my gosh.
A bunch more options in there, but I guess you'll get those later.
Yeah.
To the point.
Okay, Marble quickly, does a sanity check. Checks that Al's still with him.
You check everything. Everything's exactly where it should be, except that dagger has been chained. Lost its.
Lost my ruby. All right.
Your war made ruby.
I assume you have one hit point at this point.
Yes. He stabilized you and pulled you off to the side somewhere.
Okay.
You're in a different spot from where you were too. Like you were on the right side of the camp. Now you're on the west side. Actually, the marking of the explosion isn't too far away.
All right. Marvel's gonna take a few minutes to like think about this, and like just hug his rat for a bit, and then he's going to make his way back to the camp.
Okay. On the shore, everyone kind of just disperses after the boat gets far enough away. They can't really do too much, and the fire there of the remaining ship, it just eventually burns the cinders. It's a reminder of your might. You guys pushed them off this land, but it also reminds you that there's more out there that a lot of people didn't know about. We're able, kind of after some time, just pull the blade out, yanked it out of the chest of the orc, and just walk on. The orcs, the Muffinites, seem to kind of stick in together with the Rangers, so there seem to have become some bit of camaraderie between them. Sorry, I heard a voice there.
I think Red was whispering about Muffin Knights.
Yeah, yeah, you missed it, Red. Just
Muffin Knights
after you left.
were badass.
For the catch up of everybody else, for Char, you had came home one night and Smirf was there, and he said the guys just came up to me, asked me about the goblins, and then took off. And there was some weird redheaded guy with them. And so I'm gonna go head out. Did you want to follow? He was gonna go out and find them.
What
I
guys?
found them.
The group. They asked him to use sending to talk to the goblins, so, and then got information out of them.
So
and
like
then,
the group disappeared, and then
Yeah.
Smearf ran up and then said that to me.
yeah, like when you came home after
How
doing
many
your
days
shopping.
has it been?
Well,
like,
it
how
would have been
bored
that
am
day. It would have been that day. If you stayed at home, it would have been like
3 days, I think.
it's been 3 days if you're still at home. Smirf would have left that day, that night, to kind of catch up with them.
Well, once we're done here, we could always fast
You're
track
saying,
back.
did you stay at home or did you head out with Smirf?
I'm thinking. She's in autumn now and she's feeling generous. Also, she doesn't want to miss out on anything, and she's scared that they all left on some job by Roths, whatever, and they're gonna get money and she's not. So yeah, she follows.
All right. So the
It's a
two of you, then,
reasonable train of thought.
yeah,
Right?
Well, reasonable. You tried. The two of you then would have gone to the next city to the south, and would have passed that, and would have found the large. They would have been pointed out, like, yeah, your group came through. They went south. South of the city, maybe about half a day or so, I think, were two parallel tracks that kind of curved down from the east, out from the east, and kind of curved south. If you remember the way the map was, they're wide tracks. They were probably about 10 feet wide, and they are 15, probably 20 feet apart. They were just been like dug, as if someone was pulling like something really heavy on the ground, wide and large and heavy. Just parallel tracks, just moved that direction. Yes, when you got closer, you would have maybe seen a ranger who might have escorted you pointed you in this direction, the Orc War Camp.
I could see Smurf running headfirst in blindly, and her being like, "That's an encampment. I'm gonna wait."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he ran ahead. You guys, as you're walking up, it's been broken through, and this thing that I drew, isn't quite how you would see it. It'd be a 30-foot long log, held up by leads, but they're actually just upside down trees, with what would have been bushes of those mushroom trees as like padding. On the back end of it, you can see this though, because the front end of it is crashed into the ground, like the way it's got swiveled on the leg, and kind of the front end has no support, so it's crashed, as the legs had been frozen solid and shattered. The front half of this is just, and a large area in front of this giant machine, or wooden construct is just ice that's now just starting to melt.
And the whole thing is crawling with goblins.
Oh yeah, it's all like a lot of them are panicking. A lot of them are panicking because of the sun. Maybe they've lost, like, what my cover, and some are like trying to hide underneath other goblins' cover because you'll see them. They have like this umbrella coming out of the back, like a backpack almost, that goes up and over, but it's made out of those upside down tree mushrooms that are known their areas from. So it's kind of like it works like kind of like an umbrella. Don't know why they're wearing these fucking things, and they seem to be really worried about
That it
the
did.
sky. And then some of them ones like don't really give a shit. They're just worried about the construction or the welfare of the others. Bit of that. It is basically.
What sort of sounds are we hearing? Like, is there fighting going on? Is it just the goblins freaking out?
As you're walking up, you don't really
Oh, and-
hear anything.
Shar is walking up very carefully, like stealthily.
Yeah, you like put your mount down, and you're kind of like, no. As you're walking
yeah.
up, maybe idle conversation would you kind of get closer to the front of this thing.
By the way, is the screen map black for anyone else? Or is that just me?
That might just be you.
That's just you.
Looks good for me.
I said
Yeah.
black.
I don't know. Where's your token?
I don't know.
Really?
Over here?
I will do that.
Yeah? No. Everyone should be able to see. Vision? As vision, I have clicked. I can turn it off. I turn your vision off with a check mark. As you come around the corner, you see you see Smurf.
Browser does not currently support
A
web
bunch
GL
of dead
rendering.
orcs.
What the fuck are you
kind
talking
of
about?
what?
My browser does not currently support web GL rendering. What the fuck is it talking about?
That comes up sometimes. Which browser are you using? Edge?
Firefox.
Shouldn't be an issue with Firefox.
I
Weird.
don't know.
Try reloading.
I did.
Try.
Closing the thing out. Maybe there's an update. Oh.
Maybe. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
As you were.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. As you walk like up to the back end of this thing, there's like there's a dead troll
It might be.
burnt to the
Can
one
anyone
side.
see it without a token?
Oh, and thank you. Char probably can't.
Yeah, she might not be able to see.
Can you see anything, Char?
Oh yeah, I see everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Because I think
Oh,
I
right,
have it
because
set
everyone
to
owns this.
Yeah, you have it met like that.
that too.
Well.
They were able to control this like Voltron, as it stomped its way. You see a dead orc that had been crushed. Bunch of orcs on the side. There's a dead troll on fire that was kind of still kindling a bit. You come around the corner, you see Smurf, a big dead orc, a big live orc with an eye patch,
A very bloody Dulric.
Dulric, and two new people who are going to have to describe themselves yet again.
The hell I do.
I suppose
Why?
the picture speaks for itself.
I'm going to just start writing something out and then handing it
Well,
out to
at
people.
this point, it'll be there shouldn't be any new characters at this point. Any new people who haven't seen you. You see a half elf, blonde hair. I think you said he has a trench coat on.
Yeah,
And some
half
kind
elf
of-
with blonde hair with a trench coat and a pack for his supplies. And right now he's holding a force cannon as he's had a very eventful morning.
And then a scruffy-looking red-headed guy in
Yeah,
not
so, like-
sandals that should be.
Mullet, mutton chop, beard. Like, bottom half is bare, but it goes up and over the mustache area. Extremely ginger, extremely muddy. Wearing the equivalent of a sleeveless flannel shirt. Shoes all worn to hell.
You know,
I think I mentioned he's
standard
extreme.
wizard wear.
Yeah. Super muddy. He's got two mud streaks under his eyes right now to keep the sun out of his eyes. Actually, the mud's probably a little runny now. He's probably sweating a little bit. You know? It's probably glistening. A muddy,
Oh
glistening. man.
gosh.
So you see that. You don't see the rest of the group right now. Well, make a perception check as you kind of like, okay.
Give me just a sec. I gotta figure
yeah.
out my new thing.
We got roll, we got combat law, we'll worry about that later, and then actors, and everything should be there, and it'll be easier to make additions to the character sheet in the future.
Right, I just need to figure out how to pull it up.
Oh, do you have the actors page up on the top right? There's the little tab, the
If
buttons.
your token's on play, you can double click it.
I don't see
I
my
don't.
token.
I don't have
Otherwise, you can, yeah.
Here.
Go in the third tab, the one with the little
men.
men. And click it there.
Okay, got it. Look at this.
Yeah, look at this.
Alright, look at this. Perception.
I have shit.
Neat.
Like a dat?
Nice.
Yep.
Off to the bottom left corner of the map, you see a big giant scorch mark. Like it covers all of the scribble there, and then beyond that, there is a thin lone fader. You're not quite sure who it is. It's still a bit of a distance, and there's like a tree line behind this, maybe 50, 70 feet behind this camp, and through it is the ocean. It's not a very thick tree line. I can't remember if there was another spell or something I needed to. You had to pitch for level 5, but I think you might have already done that. No, yeah, you're level 3s. Never mind.
While she comes up, I'll be right back. I gotta throw some more food in the oven.
Okay.
So I can see Smear and Dolric. Am I able to see Doya?
Nope. Ways off the
And
map.
then these random new people who Char doesn't necessarily sneer, but she's just like, oh, we are definitely not adding classiness to our party. And she just kind of looks and
I'd
goes,
say the half elf has got a bit of style to him.
Yeah, Alden would just raise an eyebrow, look at Char, and say, "Don't worry, I don't think there was any here to begin with."
no, she didn't,
She didn't
say,
say
that.
that.
She just has this look on her face like, it could be what the heck is going on, or it could be like, did we blow up another camp? Did Dolric almost die again? Why can't we succeed in that regard? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I mean, she's not cheery, she's not awful, but she just looks maybe confused, concerned, and a little
Not vocalizing her sass.
wary. No, and she looks to Smearf and she says, so do you know what's going on?
Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Dolric probably heard that if he wants to chime in with his
Red, you there?
fanciful tales.
Yeah.
Did we lose Red again?
I don't know, did we? We might have.
Give him a. Want to have his number or something? Maybe give him a buzz.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm having connection issues.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Just as long as you're okay, man.
I just figured your face was connecting to your desk as you fell asleep. I'm not gonna blame you.
Oh, snap.
No,
I've had
trust
days.
me. I didn't work today, so I'm not that tired.
Busted.
Even when I'm trying to work with my router here, trying to get not my Wi-Fi adapter, trying to get working.
I'll just say, Dolric will look over to you and say, he'll thank Smurf for the heal earlier, bringing him back. And you say, let me guess. Smurf ran ahead and you tactically decided to wait behind on the tree line.
All the better to surprise possible enemies with.
Well?
And from the looks of it, you did not make any tactical decisions.
Well, we...
That's not true.
This large thing here to infiltrate an orc. encampment, and we ran into our friend from the cave who jumped over the waterfall, the tricky one, the Triton.
Oh. Did you take care of the Triton?
I'm not sure. I was unconscious for but a moment.
Tis but a flesh wound.
And
And my spell that I placed may have allowed her to fucking cheese it.
Goya seems to be missing, and
May?
Marble, I think, Marble was over there. I'm sure the small child managed to kill the extremely aggressive Triton caster.
I'd say, Marble, were you walking back to camp?
Yes.
Yeah, Marble kind of walks in from the different direction, and Char, you realize that that's who you saw in the direction was Marble.
Would you be? I'm assuming Doya would have came back at some point too.
She would have kind of coordinated with the
fell in the water somehow.
with
She's trained
I'd say timing wise, they might not be back just yet.
Gunjin.
yeah.
So did Roth send you out here, or like, where did you all go when I was shopping?
Well, you see, I received a very cryptic message saying,
And a man.
right.
I received a man in the mail.
Technically.
From I believe it just said, "We're ready," and there was only a few things that could have meant. One, the goblins came through with this walking machine, or two, my dry cleaning was done.
Dry cleaning when you don't wear any fancy clothes.
And I don't
and
have
you
any dry cleanings.
So based on we're ready, you came. How many days away are we? Like 2.5?
Several days, yes.
Down here, did you know to come here? Was there a map with we're ready?
We
And
sent a
this
message.
thing?
Smurf was able to send a message ahead and ascertain that indeed it was in fact the goblins, and they were planning a siege on the remaining orcs.
You see 5 kind of goblins at the top of it with like bows. And there's one kind of walking around. It seems a little bit more put together than the rest of them. Just kind of like giving orders to kind of like pack up. We're basically done here. There's nothing you can salvage.
That is my new friend, Admiral Grumblebottom, I believe she said her name was.
Ron. And she's just not even looking at you when she says that. She was just listening.
Just meow at him.
She said Ron.
Oh.
Yeah, Goblin.
Meredith?
Closer.
Oh my gosh.
Gretchen?
Now you're further away.
Mary.
Hey!
Huh. What do you know?
You aren't a lost cause.
So, we defeated this guy here, though. I kind of, I'm poking this dead orc leader with this unusual axe that I've picked up off his corpse.
And Thorpgub is just standing there, kind of just staring, looking at him like, oh shit, now what do I do?
If you want to challenge him, still we can revive him, and then you could fight him again.
And he just looks, he's like, what?
I mean, that's within our wheelhouse. We have a cleric right here. I mean, I'm a cleric too, but I personally don't believe in bringing the dead back to life.
See, I thought you were gonna do like snaps your fingers and like point the thumbs at yourself. We have a cleric right here.
We have a cleric right here.
As Dolric starts talking about like these ridiculous things, Char turns her attention to the newcomers and asks very delicately, "Did you also receive mail?"
Oh, right, our friends. Sorry. Let me introduce Rooster and I point to Goose.
I would love to take a drink of water. Like, my arm is up, but I had to stop and face palm.
And this here is... this is
You're not
Marble's
good at
new
this,
big
are you?
brother. His name is... I believe it was...
Alnan.
Alan, correct.
You all have a lot more patience than I originally figured you for putting up with this on the regular.
Char smiles at that and says, "I'm glad to see that you've noticed." And she does like a fanciful curtsy. The name's Charalai.
Oh, man.
And then she straightens and patience. Yes, that's a good word for it. Not a desire to stay out of jail for murder. Patience.
Murder, you say.
Oh,
I'm the one laughing, not all.
would we have enough time to have a short rest, or... would Smurf be able to give me another heal? I'm feeling a little rough. I mean, I appreciate you bringing me back to life and all, but...
Where are the others? Where's Doya? Char looks particularly concerned that there's no Doya.
Ah, well, that's an unfortunate accident.
Unsure. She can't be far, though. I mean, she's a turtle.
I've never seen a turtle. I've never seen a turtle fight like that.
She's quite vicious. Absolutely.
She's a snapping turtle.
Watch your right.
I'm more concerned with our ward. He tends to run off quite a bit, and
my cat walked off his desk. Lovely.
I'm just concerned, like, people might start talking if we keep letting our ward get too far away from us.
I imagine I'll get back to camp around the same time Doya will.
Yeah, she would have checked up on the on Raven and the others, and she would have headed back. Maybe taken the long way since it was so hard to freaking get over that pole.
You asked around, and no one's seen, like, who's out there? It was you and... Oh, actually, some of you would have stayed, because I forgot some of you weren't here, just where the tokens were. Yeah, no one knew where Marble was out in that direction, if you had hung around and asked. And so I guess...
Doya would just head back.
How many heal slots do I have left?
Yeah, because I forgot that two of you weren't here, that June and Al weren't here, technically. That's why I sold you guys, but I forgot and only sold one of you.
Oh shit, you used up all my level ones. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
It was a fight.
Dolric was only worth a level 1. Yeah, Rave doesn't have too much. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna head back now.
She would thank them for their help.
He's gonna thank you guys for your help. You were able to hold off while we were pushed out the side. I think the Muffinites are gonna... Fucking can't believe I just said that word. Fuckgub and the Muffinites are going to stay with us for a bit.
Pupgub and the Muffinites. Saturday mornings on Disney Plus.
Right?
Yeah.
You take care. You did pretty good.
You take care too, Rave. She'll give him a hug. And she'll give him a...
Sore. He's still kind of covered in blood and cuts and stuff, and he's like, yeah.
Don't worry, Doya's used to that now.
Oh.
Doya's a bruised up a little bit as well, but she still gives him a hug anyway.
So that's
Then she'll
19
head back.
HP back through.
19? Okay.
So you guys, yeah, both come in from different directions, maybe. Unless Doya wants to try to tackle the treacherous rock again.
No,
Okay.
there's no urgency to that right now, so she's gonna go the long way. No.
So yeah, okay. Sure, behind you, you see Doya. Whatever. You're all
Char
gonna
looks
get together.
relieved to see Doya.
Doya
And for
sees
those
Char
who-
and she'll be like, she'll do one of her turtle smiles and she'll be like, Charlie! Then she starts trotting up, even though she looks like she's beaten up. Poor Doya.
Char waves at Doya. Doya, what happened to you?
We fought a bunch of orcs.
I see.
I
feel
think
like-
we.
Nothing.
Char just feels like the group went to shit without someone planning things.
I'm
Like,
just-
Dolrick's almost dead. Doya's beat up. Marble's missing, maybe dead.
I planned everything quite well, I think.
Yeah, Marble's just over there.
Hey, Bo
Here he is
is
coming in.
fine.
Is Bo here or
No.
is
No.
Bo?
Nope,
Okay.
but he's
That's why he's fine.
Yup, he's doing great.
Dang it.
So, did you have a plan?
Doya
Okay.
blinks and she looks up at the big contraption that the goblins are at. That did quite nicely. We took out a lot of orcs with that thing.
Char
And-
nods. And then?
And
That was
then
great until it caught fire.
did it catch fire?
It
She'll
caught
look.
on frost, technically.
Yeah, we took out a lot of the orcs, and there was just that Triton lady we met at the that cave.
And I assume you and Marble were able to track her down and finish her off.
I did not see Marble, but I know Marble went after her.
Oh,
By himself?
let's all pretend like we don't have a ward and just call it a day.
Marble's coming back right now.
Oh, there
Do they
he
see him?
is.
I would say major perception check if you want to not see him.
Well, with his perception.
I would say
Yeah.
he's coming up
He
across
could
the
be
crater.
standing next to me and I wouldn't fucking see him.
Yeah, right. I was going to let you like pants him or something if you wanted to stealth up and do that.
Oh yeah,
no,
she'll
he's
see
not
him.
in the mood.
Yeah, you see him. He's coming up from the over the crater.
Doyle
the
blinkens
burnt mark.
as she gestures towards him. Oh, there he is. Marble, did you get
Marble
her?
up.
Oh, like shit.
Oh,
Mar-
Marble.
Marble's got like frost burns everywhere. He's limping a little bit, but he's like clearly trying really hard not to.
Char looks from Marble to Doya.
Doyle just
Go
closes
ahead.
her eyes, thinking that it was her fault that he got
Yeah.
hurt.
I don't. We definitely went. We definitely went pretty hard. The new guys kind of didn't get too hurt, really.
Alden would just look at the group after how familiar they were talking about that lady. It's like, wait, you know that crazy bitch?
She's escaped from us once before.
Oh my god.
She I think she might be connected with the orcs.
Oh, she was certainly not camping in there. I certainly doubt that she was sitting in their camp for drinks.
No, you're right. It's too much of a coincidence to see her twice with them.
Char massages her forehead.
Well, the
Marvel,
main thing is that everybody here is alive.
why don't you come see Smurf and he will
Fine.
come sit by Unky Smurf and he'll heal you up.
Dork's gonna get himself fucking stabbed.
I don't need him, and I don't need to hear any of what you have to say.
I don't know what a muffin. God. Unky.
Unky, yes.
I didn't quite hear.
No, I think you did.
No, I didn't. I don't get it.
Uncle, Unky.
Unky is sorry, yeah.
It's like a
Unky is-
pet. It's like a pet or childlike way
The
of saying
pet, he's
uncle.
like patting on his knee kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. Cures wounds anyway. That's
24 HP back.
Yeah, all
Muffin. Ow, my. I don't want this muffin.
Yeah, Alden starting to not blame Marble for being the way he is around this group.
There is the matter of this axe. We're not completely empty-handed. This thing is quite interesting.
Is that the same axe thing that took Doy out of curiosity?
Yeah.
It was the one. Let me pull up the details. The description.
Yeah, but that's the one that knocked her out, right?
Yes.
Doya, for a moment, she kind of eyes the axe suspiciously, and she's like, "That was pretty darn effective on me."
Yeah, it's similar to.
Beans.
I've seen similar axes like it before from
No, you
my
haven't.
people. I have not.
I had to pull up. I have a description for it, but I guess I didn't put it over in this, so I have to sign up, go back and roll 20.
No, it's in items.
Yeah, but like the detailed, specific description of.
You could drag and drop it into your inventory and it'll copy it over, but it just turns it into a dwarven thrower.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
Oh god, well played, Brew. That was smooth.
No, I have not.
Like I'm arguing with
No,
myself. That was the voice inside my head said, "No, you haven't." Oh, no, you're right. No, I haven't.
My bad.
Anyways, Doya approaches Dorak and she eyes the axe. May I see that for a second?
It's I believe it's a little magical, so you might have to spend some time getting to know it. But since you came to my aid so well, I think you've earned it. I'd give it to Smurf for healing me, but I think it's bigger than he is.
Yeah, shame. It's the blade of it looks like it's carved from a. It's not like a metal blade, and you've seen it detach and reattach the way it does. It kind of can, you know how you've seen it in action at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's made out of
Always
a bone.
seen it.
The blade is like a bone, and it's almost got runic carving. You're not quite sure what the actual runes. Well, as Dolric kind of stares at it, you do tell that it is a language, but it's more of a kind of enchantment in the way it is carved on there. Like it's
a language, you say?
A language.
Yes, you can't.
Those
You
are
can
indeed
tell.
words.
Well, because he can read any language. There is language elements, but it's more like
Runic.
the magic aspect is coming through on this bone. The runes are in. Shit. Have you seen? Yeah, kinda. You've seen some of these runes, and I believe a letter that you picked up from the sewers.
That I picked up and then sold to him.
That yeah.
Yep.
To put it out there, it's more of a giant runic, but with some aspects of something else in there. Whereas before it was this water. It was water.
Aquatic?
Aquine?
Yeah.
Aquian?
Yeah. And this giant. This seems to be giant in something else.
Either
Considering
way,
you've seen it flying through lightning, maybe it's. What the fits out of. Make that go back. Did homebrew shit and just drag and drop it.
but yeah, I was I rolled nice. I think if I had rolled not nice, I probably would have kept it. He would hand it to you.
Doya, she dips her head down and thanks Dolric, and she kind of takes a moment to inspect the blade, the blade on it. It's like, this looks pretty interesting. I think I'll give it a try next time we are in a fight.
But maybe before we go seeking out fights, we should come up with a plan.
Plans are good.
Oh, yes, plans are good. I feel like Char's been trying to teach this lesson for months now.
We've been doing pretty well so far. I think we should check the tents for more treasure. Maybe after a short break, though.
Alden is kind of looking around and he's just kind of flummoxed by the whole group.
So what did bring our two new compatriots here?
Prague goes first. I gotta get my food out of the oven.
Oh, great.
If I know, we picked up this one on the side of the road, and the other one just fucking showed up at the door. And then Doya got drunk with him.
That's true.
Doya got drunk before.
The country bumpkin was here before I was. But
We
they
went
did what
to
they
some
did
bars
in
and
the
had a good
woods.
time. I even helped protected him against some of his enemies. They were not nice people.
Do you remember that cat we were nice to in the tree and then it turned out to not work out for us? We tried that again with this guy and Alan's alright. He's got like a shooty thing that works pretty well.
It's all Nen.
You did well. There's no need for the toxic masculinity. It's not all men. I understand.
Repeat after me. All Nen.
All Nan. I will
Here we
register
go.
that to my
Remember that.
memory.
Alright, if you write any homebrew shit and say don't, just write and drop, don't use the importer. Because then it won't pull up the old stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said
Anyway.
homebrew.
So normal drag and drop? Is that
Yeah,
what I
I've
want?
already done it for you.
Go
Oh,
on,
I already
Bruce.
done it for me? Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh shit, there's two of them.
Oh well, don't worry.
I hit I hit the X.
It's fine. You can trash it.
Alright, I'm back.
So
I'm still
So
waiting because
what
someone
prompted
hasn't
Alnan and I don't
Rooster.
think Gunjin corrected Doric, but Char knows that his name's not Rooster. That's how Doric introduced him.
Rooster.
And our other acquaintance, she's very careful not to use the word friend in front of Doya. And our other acquaintance to come here.
Go ahead, bro.
He did.
They
Dick.
came up on me in my encampment in the woods at night. I'm here on business, and this seemed like it might have been loosely related to it. But I'm still on the fence about that.
He's from over the seas, like the orcs.
Over the sea.
I see.
He's
And
a sea elf.
she gestures
think.
towards Gunjin.
Well, sorry.
Oh boy.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I came along now because my good friend Doya said that I might be welcome amongst a group of illustrious adventurers such as yourselves.
He said he was a hero.
Oh, Char tries not to facepalm, but you can see her hand kind of twitch, and she goes, "Oh." And in her
I-
head, she's thinking, of course, he had to find the most goddamn gullible person in the entire world.
She's the only one that opened the door. Hey, it's your fault for not being there when I introduced his character.
Oh well, what's done is done.
What's done is done.
That was a fun night. That was about 2.5 hours of just Doya and Goon role playing.
Yeah.
Now in my loose introduction to things.
Yeah. But yep, that's why I tagged along. It's a good thing I did. I say some of those illusionists came in useful.
Some of those.
I'm
What?
sorry. Goon Jane, Master Illusionist at your service.
Goon Jean.
That's right.
An illusionist?
Yeah.
He's an arcanist, not quite unlike yourself.
Lush like a drunt.
Oh yeah, she like that.
Char looks at the redhead, mullet, flannel wearing individual who Dulric said, not much unlike yourself.
Yeah,
I see.
like this. Like he reaches into his. He's like, yeah, just like you. And like he reaches into his pocket and does a little cantrip and like hands you a freshly. He pulls out a seed and turns it into a flower. Then hands it to you, just like you.
Oh,
Thank you.
You're very well. Wait, Doya, is this the one you told me about?
Charlotte's pretty happy to have received a flower, actually.
Doya, is
Go
this
ahead.
the one you told me about?
Doya nods. Charlotte is very smart.
Well, that's what you said. It's very nice to make your acquaintance, ma'am.
A pleasure to meet you as
Redneck
well.
Sealer moved in from Twilight Empire by the
You back?
server.
Welcome back.
Ew.
So did you all have a plan for what comes after, she gestures around the orc camp, this?
I was going to suggest we go after him, but I'm not sure that's going to be possible anymore, as they've done escape and taken our only means of pursuing them out with them.
There was a ship left behind, but some magic user burned it up on their side.
As far as after goes, I believe the concept was we help the land by pushing the orcs off the continent, and we go back to our friend Roth. No. The guy with our patron, the guy who pays us. And we tell him, hey, we did another good thing for the land, and ask for more money. Some people in the group felt that's extortion. I said it's getting paid for a job well done.
Are you hired to do this?
We have sort of an open
An
contract.
understanding.
Uh-huh.
Sort of deputies or marshals of this land, if you will.
Alden just looks skeptically as all get out.
We're heroes.
We are heroes. And we did finally settle on a name, Char, if you'd like to hear it.
A name?
Yes, a name for our group.
Char looks crestfallen at that news. Wait, you just... I mean, you didn't really decide. You were just
and his deep divers.
no.
I thought you might say that, which is why we came up with it when you weren't here.
Doya looks at Shar and she just shrugs.
All they can do is just roll his eyes.
Shar looks at Doya and gives her head a little shake and says, "No." But she doesn't contradict Dolric because it's just not worth it. Well, some of you look like you may need to rest a bit. A little worse for the wear. Are we sure that the camp is secure? Are all the orcs gone?
Not at all.
There's no... Well, let's go ahead and do that before some of you fall asleep right now. And we should do it in an organized way and probably stay together-ish.
That sounds like a plan.
It's just like, I like this
doesn't
one.
it?
Oh my gosh, I missed this.
Okay, so we came in from the north, so we know what that tentatively looks like. Let's go ahead and start making sure there's going to be no unpleasant surprises.
Redneck Sela moved in from Twilight Empire by the server.
Yeah, I'm all for a short rest once we secure the area.
I mean, we took out the major threats. And we've been talking here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and haven't been attacked once.
But if we split up and there's someone sneaky hiding in a tent that has a knife, it could get kind of ugly.
Well, we'll just stand around here together for another 45 minutes, and then we'll explore a little bit.
I'm more for clearing the camp. If we get comfortable after all this, and someone's waiting in the wings with a
or
spell
at least
to blow us
just
to
a
Kingdom
portion
Come.
of it. Indeed. I like the way you think.
Well, then I think we should check the tents.
I think Anna is one of the most what is it? One of the most competent people that Charlie's ever worked with.
I think so. Well, Marble's pretty competent, but Alnan's more personable, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not hard.
No, not hard at all. So Char would gesture kind of, Doyle, let's head up north here.
Doyle would
And
nod
start
and
with
tag
those.
along.
Oh, we're making
She'll
peace
tag
now.
along.
Come along, Smear. Come on,
Marv.
Dolric.
We're
Goon's
We're
definitely
going
with Doya.
all together so that we can make sure the area is safe, and then you can rest a little bit.
That's what the rangers
Did
are for.
the axe hit you in the head?
No, just the chest. I was unconscious, but it hit me in the chest. He glamours away his sweater, so he's kind of just standing there, and you just see like a bloody, hairy dwarf chest.
Are you sure nothing hit you in the head before you set out on this journey?
I mean, I can't speak of my entire life, but not in the immediate present. But,
Making sure.
We can have Fupk up here in his bagel brigade. Keep an eye out.
I think he just insulted frickin' Smear with that.
Bagels are now canon.
I mean, I'm only able to pay like half attention to these conversations. Sadly, it's frustrating.
Oh,
Hey, what's up? You okay?
He's having connection issues.
As opposed to Brew, who has Kevin issues.
Mm-hmm.
you can see Kevin.
Yeah.
I got to do that again several times.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just going up to this camp and taking
Checking
a
the
short rest?
tents and making sure that there's nothing that's gonna kill us.
Okay. Is there anything going to kill us? DM?
As you guys kind of meander around the camp, make an investigation check.
Oh, I got this. Wait, no. That's Bo.
Oh, hey, I have high intelligence. How about that?
I can investigate as well.
Boom.
Boom, boom.
Watch this roll. Yeah.
I suppose Marvel will be investigating as well. Yep,
Oh my god.
that's a lot of 8s.
His pride is too damaged.
Okay. So I'm trying to get a random generator going. 21, 17, Coon, Joya, Marble. Two of you
Usual
are
suspects.
kind of distracted by your injuries, kind of dragging your feet. Goon, you weren't really hit too much, were you?
I'm going to imagine that Goon is being a mouth breather at Charlotte.
Oh,
So
no.
Goon is being Goon.
So Dulric and Gar and Al. Not too much in the further tents, the ones that are kind of way up in the back or over in the corner here. A lot of it was some bedrolls, rations, stuff just like they were probably working on and probably dropped as the fight quickly turned against them and they all basically had to retreat ahead of time. Like it seemed like they were already had a lot of stuff packed up, but in the two main tents, you find some things that were left behind. It's fun. You find
What did we find?
This is like
Yeah.
exploring the whole camp then?
Okay, fuck it. This one's fine. You find 1,500 copper, 1,300 silver, like kind of just loose overall. And
That's a lot of coin.
I know this is just what the things. It is a lot of coin. Maybe you get the impression a lot of it was probably stolen because it's minted in for this region. Because they were stealing some.
Sorry, can you read the totals again?
It says this treasure hoard. 1,500 copper points, 1,300 silver points, 80 gold is found mostly in the one of the two tents over here where the commanders were.
Mm-hmm.
You get some 4 gems at about 10 gold each. You get a potion of hill giant strength, a potion of animal friendship, and a potion of fire breath. A spell scroll for create water. Spell scroll for see invisibility, and a potion of healing.
Wow, look at all that stuff.
Yeah.
What were the scrolls
Wait,
specifically?
who takes care of our inventory? Do we have an inventory person?
Nope, and I don't volunteer for it.
That's as far as I got. I think that's one too many zeros on the silver pieces, actually.
No, I like it. I think that's right.
Hmm.
What spells did you say, Summer?
I'll do you a favor.
Yeah.
All in server. In the loot option under items, you should see Orc Camp Rewards.
Okay, there you go.
Here we are.
Yeah. The hill giant strength and was found in the Orc boss tent, where you got the water, create water, and potion of healing were found in the tent where the Triton was.
Well,
Neat.
I do need one of these, Shar says, pointing to the potion of healing. Because I used my other one. I can't even remember. I don't want to remember.
Just take the potion. It's understandable.
So I personally want the potion of Hill Giant Strength and the second, the Sea Invisibility Scroll.
You can read.
Darn tootin'!
Huh. I'd like to see that.
Absolutely! He pulls out a little tiny notebook from his pocket. And hands over. This is just one of my spell books from my kin that I was able to bring along from the swamps. That right there. My first spell that I learned.
Oh, I can't read Arcana. I can just read written words.
Does it require musical accompaniment from a round 4-stringed instrument?
I don't follow.
You said you want the Hill Giant Strength potion.
Well, of course.
We have Doya, who is arguably... Okay. Well, you take this scroll. How about our new friend here? Does anything interest you? Perhaps create water. I know you said you came from the sea, and then you can just create it whenever you want to make yourself feel at home.
Any of those good for protection? Unfortunately, not very well versed with potions. I'm more on the mechanical end of things.
Oh, do you not know how? Has no one taught you how to eat or drink yet?
Alden just kind of glares at him.
Goon hands Alman a leaf. Alum, it helps with the burn. Just gives him a little nod.
Alden's just like, I'll just take the silver.
Okay, well... You take the scroll of create water, then. I seen you use some magic. Maybe you can make use of it. Shar, you take the potion of healing. Doya, do you care if our friend here has the potion of Hill Giant Strength?
Dory doesn't seem to be paying attention. She's looking at a new weapon.
All right. Then by all means, I don't see any issue with it. You take the potion. I will take the potion of fire breath. And Smurf, I'd love to see you try to turn an animal to the way of the muffin. So you take the animal friendship potion.
I knew that was coming.
So how much is that?
I've heard that tigers like muffins.
How do we split this? What are we splitting it? It's fucking several ways. How many of us?
What?
7.
I mean, arguably, Air didn't show up, or sorry, Charlotte didn't show up until after we were done, so I don't think they should get a share.
Do you see that in character?
Did you want to say
Nope.
that in character?
But I have a point.
Eugene says that in character and eats the
You do,
flower
but who's going
eagerly
to
or
bring
Jaeger.
that point?
Oh, absolutely not me.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
80 gold is not much. A little disappointing. We definitely will have to try to extort some more money out of Roth.
Request additional living expenses.
What if we take this 80
Isn't
gold?
he already paying us for a retainer?
He is.
Yeah.
What if we take all of this and invest it in the home?
That's a solid idea.
I posed the question to the group.
The common rooms could use some sprucing up.
80 gold is not a lot for magical items, but it should go fairly far as way as furnishing a house.
Oh, I thought you meant take like all of it and like dump all of it into the house.
I don't believe I'm a formal member of this
That's what
group
I mean.
just yet.
That's true, but you do deserve a part of the treasure nonetheless. But you did
That's
receive a
kinda-
scroll. But, you know, you need some money, so why don't you take 50 silver?
How much is 50 silver?
Char doesn't like say anything. She kind
I
of
mean,
pretends
it's
to
a
look
relatively
distracted.
low
low
bad.
amount of money.
It's like
I thought
No,
so.
that's a lot of
it's
money
like-
for the
it's like-
average person.
it's like $50.
Compared to the rest of this?
For the average American, yes.
He got
It's like $50. Well, he's pocketing a $200 bill.
he got a scroll.
Yeah, the scroll's quite a bit.
Yeah, no, this is me asking out of character. I would assume Alden is more versed with finance
Yeah.
than me.
Nah,
Yeah, he's giving you a tiny portion of the gold.
Okay. Like, how about you give me an eighth of the total
eighth?
take for every person here.
That
I
math
did
does
my
check
fair
out.
share, and I did kill 3 orcs.
That math does check out.
all right, well then, take your 10 gold and your scroll. But you have to come back with us.
I'm not walking alone.
I mean,
At this
back
point,
to our home.
they're as liable to jump me in the woods as they are you.
That's true. I think we can use you, so
Always with the fucking scheming. It's God.
I'm starting to see why this kid has an attitude.
Hey, fuck you too, buddy.
let's
Hey, I was
Everyone take-
arguing in your favor, you little crap.
Didn't ask you
Oh.
anything.
Ooh, yes, this
Please don't fight.
they're reminding me more and more of dwarves. Everyone take 10 gold, and then we'll take the remaining 10, and we'll give it to the Muffinites.
Or it can go to the house.
Well, it'll go to the house. We'll leave the large sums of coin to distribute to the rest of the people here.
Give it
That
to the
helped us.
orphans so you can get a fat tax deduction.
Or it could also go to the house.
I was gonna say, yeah. Like
Yeah,
I thought. yeah, take every-
Spirituality is increased by poverty. I thought that was a vow that some monastic orders took.
I think some of the other attacking members might be a little upset if they helped with the invasion and didn't get paid.
They're the ones that asked us for help, though, aren't they? Didn't they send the letter to you?
Yes. Correct.
So they
Asking us for
requested
help
our
might
help.
be putting it.
I think the goblins don't care about coins, if I remember correctly. They seem opposed to regular currency exchange. Am I remembering that correct? Actually, I'm trying to remember if they actually cared about coin or not.
They certainly didn't seem to.
I don't think they did when we went through, did they?
No.
They're not speaking up now, so.
I mean,
They've also
1300
kind of like figured themselves out and have actually been kind of drifting away at this point. They're like, yeah, sure, we're done here.
they
Kind
just
of.
leave the log and
Leaving
like
in
peace out.
Yeah, that
I
shit's
just had this
broken. They're
mental-
done.
Okay.
I just had this mental image of like we're all still arguing about this, and finally like, all right, cool,
Everyone's
great,
left.
break, and then like we look around, like a tumbleweed runs through, everything's gone,
Yeah, kinda.
even the
Okay.
bodies.
Let's call it.
It's been 10,000 years.
It's 130. That's still 130 gold.
Are we
worth of
finally free
silver.
though?
Yeah, that's a lot of silver. You shouldn't
So,
count it easily.
We'll take all the silver and invest it into the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like to
that's
think
fine.
that
I don't
all.
wanna carry it around anymore.
I like to think that the whole time they are arguing about the gold, Visera cleanup detail went through this area.
I'm giving each goblin 1 copper piece as he leaves, as payment.
Do we have a group inventory that we can put the silver in?
I don't think we do. We
Not
can make
yet.
one though.
And then that can be allocated for the house. And are we putting the gems in? Or do we play rock, paper, scissors for that?
Give the gems to people who didn't get any other items.
What are gems for?
You
They're
sell them.
they're basically
vendor trash.
currency, but you know,
More money.
yeah, more or less.
Todium imports.
So, yeah, that
What?
that works out kind of, right? If we give the gems to people who didn't get things.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I
Marble
think
gets
so,
a
that's why I said it.
gem.
Marble gets a gem. You get a gem.
Marvel's attitude, he gets a rock.
I got the potion of healing.
Hey, Marble died for your sins.
Did he though? Really, I don't know.
No, he didn't.
We'll
Okay.
give
He didn't die,
Marble
and
a
it
gem.
definitely wasn't for your sins.
We'll give Smurf a gem. We'll give. You can take one because the potion was paying you back.
Okay. Do I take the gem or can I just take the gold equivalent in my inventory?
Take the gem because you might be able to use the gem for something else. Spells eventually start requiring gems and other material components. Once they start
Now I
getting
gotta
light.
figure out how to put it in my inventory.
Whoops.
I mean, when they
have-
start requiring actual components you need to care about, they're usually worth more than these gems.
Yeah.
How did I accidentally give myself a?
Oh yeah,
That's
sir. For
funny.
I mean, you don't know. You could if you want to go say you go back and just turn it into gold, sure, but you might be able to.
I
Okay,
will
so-
put it in. I figured it out, guys. I'm also, just so you know, carrying a red velvet pillow around since the Blue Alley.
Redneck Sela moved in from Twilight
Yeah, I've made
Empire
a
by
point
the
of eating that
server.
bit in.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a pillow.
Just a pillow.
Cool.
Just to help keep me comfortable, in case I have to sit on the ground or something.
Mhm.
Ah,
You can't be, lowering herself to sitting like dirt like you come on her.
Yeah, I don't want to be like Doya who sleeps in her shell on the ground.
Let's start the long trek back home. But first, we have to stop at Roth's and tell him what we've done for this land.
We shall tell him of our brave deed.
Well, we're taking a short rest first, right? Did everyone do that?
I think we were doing that while we were poking around.
Ah.
Well, it's more like sitting around, but I mean, there's not too much. You kind of don't have to worry too much about a short rest as you just head back up north. Fupgub had already mentioned. Doya had been told that Fupgub was staying with Rave, so Fupgub, after a bow, and he looks kind of disappointed not having been able to be there for any of this. He kind of just nods his head, Muffin be with you, and kind of wanders off with his own thoughts to join the people as they head east. He's trying to find his own way. So yeah, you were all mostly left alone for that entire time. And short rest, long rest, not too much of an issue, because the rest of the day would kind of go by uneventful.
Okay.
Unless you want me to roll for a fucking random encounter. Well, you have nothing.
Bar fight with more fruit vendors.
Yeah, right?
Oh, wait, are we taking a long rest or a short rest?
Short rest, long rest is the night.
Oh.
Well, as I say, like, you guys keep going for the day and have your regular rest.
Oh.
It's unless you don't want to shortcut back to the town.
I
You want
mean,
to dip around, it's up to you.
I don't find travel all that interesting.
Exactly. Unless you had somewhere else to go, I was just gonna jump you back to the town.
That's kind of what I was thinking. We just fast travel.
Yeah. But unless you had anywhere else to go, and say no, you're back in town.
Yes.
And I'll. No,
There it
that's
is.
not the right. It's this map.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
We'll zoomed
not-
in a little bit more.
All right.
Because you were all down here.
Yes. On the coast.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, now I know where we were.
I get to erase the line that I had here, which was red. Orklands. It's gone now.
Do you think if we stop in Wooten, we can extort the captain of the guard there as well?
I think that we can report to Captain Bryce what we've
Yes.
done. He should know about the threat that used to be south of Wooten.
Maybe you and Doya should do the talking on that.
Yeah, maybe Doya and I should do the talking all the time.
Nonsense. We would never have gotten the log walker had it not been for me. You missed out. It was quite a sight.
It looks like it. So I would say they stop in Wooten at least to report to Captain
Yeah.
Bryce.
Sense.
Okay, so you guys head back in. He's. You head back during the day. You can find him easily in the store, or we're in the stores maybe, checking the warehouse. As I save the fact that I said the wrong word, as I'm building stores. And he sees you guys kind of walking. What can I help you with?
This is Bryce, right? Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah.
Hello, Bryce. We've dealt with the orcs to the south.
Oh,
They
thanks.
went away on their boats.
Oh, that's no good. Well, were you thinking of following them, or what are you guys? Are you just?
I think that's an excellent idea, but we lack the means of transportation to chase them.
Well, there's always boats, back where you guys are living. Tons of mercenaries, I suppose, sailors. There's a bunch of loose crews from the Westland that kind of travel in, I think. Kind of gives a nod at the clear Westlander in the area. You might be able to find something. That's dangerous, though. We'll have to get some. Be careful. And thank you. We're gonna maybe set up a perimeter or something along the south coast, as it's clearly a weak point we aren't watching.
You should.
Did Gunjin just volunteer us to go chase after the orcs?
He said it was a good idea. He didn't say we were doing it.
Okay.
maybe you should talk with your friend in Wabram. Maybe he seems like a real go-getter. That
You mean Rafe?
the one with the tail and then the beak fellow. And I think there was a cat. I don't remember. Not like you, like the smaller cat.
Doya takes a moment to think about this, and she'll be like, I think they'll have I think they'll be busy with what they're trying to do over there. They might need to make new plans about their town over there.
We should let them, or perhaps Captain Bryce can send a messenger. Let them know anyway that some of the orc army escaped on boats and that the perimeter of the continent should probably be watched.
I think they already know about that. They were with me watching the boats leave.
Oh. So the orcs' escape wasn't entirely our fault.
Yeah, don't feel too bad about yourself then.
We won't.
We did all we could.
Indeed. Says Shar, who just showed up and took golden potion.
Make an insight on Bryce.
Shar?
Yeah. I don't know if that came through. He has no idea that you were late to the party. He kind of just nods his head. All right, well, thanks for the words. You guys staying in town?
Passing through.
Yeah, we should probably head back to Wadoon. There's some things on order that I should be at the house to receive. And of
shopping.
Course, we can talk to ship people.
They have a port.
They do. I'll have a good
So
day.
then, you two, Captain Bryce. And then we'd head towards Wadoon.
He didn't pay us anything, did he?
Nope.
No.
Well,
Char
we'll
wasn't
never
gonna,
talk to him again.
But it was only a couple days. It's only been a couple days since they gave us a bunch of stuff and called us heroes of the city.
Yeah.
It's been like a month.
I'm
Oh my
expecting some statues here shortly. Actually.
Yes. The secret to happiness in life is to temper your expectations.
All right, well, you guys head back to Wadoon there.
Boy.
You ride into the city, and your eyes were already towards Roth's Manor, kind of up on the hill on the left.
He wasn't home when we left.
You didn't say that. Did you say that at any point? Well, either
No,
way.
I did. Well, yeah.
As you look, something about the home is different. Kind of catches your eyes. You're riding up. There's a large. It would be like a tower, not too wide across, but it's made of long metal bars that stand straight up, maybe 50 feet in the air, with kind of crisscrossing braces that keep it into one standing structure. At the top are more metal bars. They're shorter and are arrayed in such a way that kind of looks like a plate or a bowl. It sits at an odd angle from the tower, not on top, but kind of as if it's tipped off to the side. Smirf, wow, that was a bit of a Freudian slip, considering the character I did write in here for Dulrich. Is actually the name of the fucking cleric. I wrote Shaw. So that's interesting for you. Smirf, Dulrich, and Alnan would recognize this immediately as a radio tower. And so those are kind of in those areas.
This guy has more money than we expected. We definitely should ask for more. Do you guys know what that is?
Doya's just kind of
No.
standing there, just staring in wonderment.
It's kind of ugly.
I think Pra's lagging.
Against civilization down here.
Alnan, sorry.
Oh, he is.
Probably you're cutting out.
Oh, no.
Might want to reset
Red,
your
you
router
gave it
there.
its props. You spread it.
I mean, I'm still facing the issue as we speak. I'm.
Oh god, it's spreading. That's worse.
Hmm.
Still doing it.
Hold on a second.
I will.
I like how you said that in the voice of Dulric as if we're waiting there, waiting for Pro's character to finish buffering. I will wait. Just hear faint dial-up noises from inside their head.
Okay, how am I now?
You're good.
Better.
That's better.
Okay. No.
You were speaking Intish there for a while. It took you quite a while to say anything.
No. Alnan just looks at Doric and says, "Are you asking, or do you actually know what this is?"
I'm familiar with what this is from my home. It was more of a open-ended question to the group, but you seem to know about trinkets and baubles. Why don't you tell us what it is?
It's a radio tower. So yes, if this guy has one of his own, he has money.
What does a radio tower do?
A long-range transmission. Think of me being able to talk to you through a little box, but from many miles out.
Doya's eyes widen a little bit and she'll be like, whoa.
It's an overly complicated way of using a sending spell.
Well, not everyone has magic.
That's true. Not everyone has money either, so I suppose we shouldn't like either of them.
You're certainly trying to fix that last problem for yourself, aren't you?
Anyway, this gives me hope before getting paid.
Well, not if he
Really,
doesn't spend
what
all
we're
his money.
doing is reporting our progress to Roth so that he understands that we're a valuable asset that he should retain.
Who is this Roth, anyways?
Yeah, tell you what, I'll let you do that. You can tell me if you manage to squeeze more blood out of that stone.
Oh, you're talking now. It's been nothing but silence for 3 days.
I got nothing to say to you.
You're coming around, I can tell.
Oh, here, I found it. Well, I found it. I found something else. You guys go up to the place?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shard's goals really is just to report what they did, because the more that their prestige increases, the better for them.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually pretty content with what they have right now.
Shar content?
Well, she's in autumn for now.
Would
We'll
you
change
care
that.
if I took this one? You didn't fare so well at the last town, and I feel I have a better chance of getting us money.
I don't think you do. And also, we're here to just report.
But you didn't actually see what happened.
He does have a point there. That math does add up.
But you're not the most accurate at relaying facts.
She's got a point there. That math does add up.
Okay. Perhaps we try together. One can aid the other.
That's a good idea. We plan to work as a team.
Poor Doya.
Spider math
Wait.
doesn't check out.
Give me
Alden's just quietly in awe that Gunjine's aware of math.
Okay, you start, and I'll embellish where it needs it. And he changes his cardigan sweater from a light blue to a humble forest green.
Okay. Manor sits atop the hill.
So we go up to the door.
Yeah.
Okay. And you knock on the door. And after a moment, you hear that kind of clank, and yes, the door opens and it's that same robot.
We're here to speak with Mr. Roth, please.
Kind of takes a step backwards.
He's
actually
here
here
today.
now.
It's going better than last time already.
Shar smiles and enters. And I guess, assuming that the robot doesn't lead them elsewhere, she would head towards where they spoke with Roth last time.
Indeed.
Yeah.
For
Is
those
everyone
who-
coming in, or?
Oh, goons to come.
Doya's with Shar.
Okay.
Alden will come in as long as everyone else is.
Oh, yes.
I'm actually just trying to find... Oh, there he is. Nimble right. There. There's a kind of a picture of what the robot kind of looks like. There's a better one.
I think I remember. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
There. That's a better one. Yeah,
Okay.
it's trying to think of the layout of the house. It was on the bottom floor, just underneath the stairs, and it opened up into a kind of large room that had with bookcases all on the back wall, and kind of like an open window, large like kind of open window above the bookcases, and it has like a raised step, maybe 15 feet into this, where on top of this raised floor is the desk. There's a table on the one side, and there's a door on the left.
Before we enter, I'm just going to whisper and remind Shar that if you're going to lie, don't look him in the eyes.
Shar sniffs. I wasn't going to lie.
Of course you weren't.
At this point, Alden's pretty sure he knows which one of them is more in danger of that.
So,
Nah. No, it's definitely both of them. Trust me.
you guys go in.
Depends on the
Yeah,
day.
we go in.
Yep.
Not turning around now.
Does depend on the day
So yeah,
and the
you
season, apparently.
And the season.
open the door, and there is this. They had short blonde hair, nice, well put green. Well, he's not wearing the vest. The vest is actually like on the chair. He's just kind of wearing regular tunic for Elenon, and who hasn't seen him. You get the vibe kind of right off the bat that a similar kind of person you would see back at your guild. Just the not mad scientist, like just a person who does a lot of thinks a lot with their brain.
Things.
No, thinks a lot with their brain. And he kind of his sleeves are rolled up on his white sleeves are rolled up on his shirt, and he's kind of just at his desk, just working on writing something.
We'll say, I hope he thinks more with his brain than his feet.
I was gonna say, what else can you think with? But then I thought of several things.
Like what, Brew?
Your
Go
stomach.
on. Okay. Well played.
He kind of just, as the door opens, he kind of just, yes, what can I get for you? Not looking up.
Were you expecting us?
I always expect you.
Char laughed.
He's like, no, really, you're late.
You stopped in Wooten, and I wasn't expecting that. No. We came to give you some additional information that we learned through some of our goblin contacts. Led us to the south of Wooten, where we discovered an orc camp.
Okay. One second, being shouted at.
What'd you say?
They
Being
said they
shouted
reached out.
at.
Tell your mother I said hi. Wait, no. Tell your mother I said sup.
No.
No? Okay. I told your mother was sup.
What?
I did. And then she told me what was up because she's a nice lady.
And then she said, "No, you can't have a shopping bag for an overnight bag. Take this.
I still have that.
Take this stuff."
It was
Yeah, dude, that was hilarious. I felt
Just
really
something about
bad, but
work.
that was hilarious.
No, she's been like that her whole life. For all my friends.
it's just
Sounds
something
very
about work.
nice.
Goblins, and you mentioned the goblins, and place to the south. Great. That's so. What you took them all out? You went and drove them off.
The goblins, the people of Wabram, and
Wobber.
the animal folk.
Do I accept Dork?
And we even had some of the Muffinites help when we drove the orcs from this land
Wow.
by means of a siege vehicle that the goblins created from one of their great, I don't know, trees or something that's important to them.
I'm gonna have to get from you the full story because every time you come to me, it's something new, and I wasn't expecting. And after
We're
a
full
while,
of surprises.
new unexpected things are actually pretty fun. That to be said, I appreciate all of the information.
You're welcome.
Sorry?
Are his eyes still glowing? Do they still glow?
No,
or
not right
shimmer?
now. They haven't been right now.
They only glow when he
Okay.
does his thing.
Right.
He kind of just has, he's kind of like waving a pen around that he had been clearly writing with. And elbows on the desk. Well, thanks. Was that all? Were you just coming back in then? He kind of seems preoccupied.
Is
Can
something
you
the
help with
matter?
anything?
Oh, just... I haven't been introduced to your two new friends here.
Oh,
Well, go on, sport. Don't be shy. He slaps Prawn back.
that was rude of us. Would you like to introduce yourselves, or would you like me to give you the grand introduction?
Roth would stand up and kind of walk around the desk. You know, just regular slats on. He's just seemed to be in casual dress attire.
You were going to say Friday.
I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Casual Friday.
Casual Friday.
Casual Friday. Getting shot at. Why, hello, sir. I am the illustrious Goon Gene Master Illustrator. It is a
Illustrator.
pleasure to make your service.
He'll shake your hand. Illustrator. That's a
Goon Gene
new-
will spit into his hand and shake his hand.
Oh my gosh.
That's fine. He shakes it.
And that is a good quality handshake.
Illustrator.
like
That's a particular. So you draw. You do sketches.
Oh, absolutely. I do them all the time.
Oh, that's interesting. And you, sir, you kind of
I learned that skill out with my kin out in the swamps over there by the insert place that I don't remember the name of.
off to the east.
Off over in that yonder direction, give or take 2 weeks, and yeah, there's a bunch of dragoons out there, and it's been family tradition passed down for one generation. So it's a new tradition, but it's a tradition nonetheless.
People live far out. Humans live far out east.
Oh yeah, at least 16 of us, I'd say.
He'll actually turn around and go to his desk and open a drawer and kind of pull out a small map of the region, and he'll just kind of like just point out exactly where for me.
Can't good point out where.
Yeah, it would be up in this area.
Oh, this sort of area there, but you gotta be careful if we go in there because there's some of them there gnolls and tridigulates, and they'll go at each other, and that's actually how
Brewster,
our family.
you mentioned everyone was related too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
My gosh.
Really, what you people done out there? Well,
But yeah, so that's what the goons do is we keep the peace between the gnolls and troglodytes so it doesn't boil over. I actually won this thing here. He pulls out a little rod. I actually won this thing here in a fisticuffs match to keep the peace between them. That's how I became the local hero and enemy, sort of, between those people of that locale. But it was a darn good evening.
he kind of just eyes the rod and blinks a few times, and said, "Wow, that's actually quite a find."
Yeah, that's what they squabbled over. So I figure, if they're gonna keep squabbling over it like a bunch of children, I may as well take it away so they don't have to squabble over it. That was part of my reason for coming to the ass. But then I fell off the boat, and I had to swim ashore, and I lost some money. That's a different tale to pull out of that sack. Anyway, but yeah, you didn't know there's peoples on over here.
No, we're still disturbing quite a lot about the region,
Oh
actually.
yeah, there's all sorts of peoples. There's swamp peoples. There's
Well-
plains peoples, city peoples.
I suppose I would refine that. We didn't know humans really moved that far out.
Like I said,
Considering all
there's
the
at least 20 of
dangers.
us over there, at least in the swamps alone.
Oh well,
All
I
the
guess
goon kin.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. I like you.
And he'll turn to you, Al, and kind of give you like a good look over, like a respect. You clearly have imagery from your guild on you that he seems to recognize. It's like, oh, you're from the Isium. I believe that's the right one.
The Izzet Guild, yes.
What brings the Westlander out here?
I'm here on guild business from a supervisor. I'm afraid at the moment that I can't really get into it, but these lot were these lot were
These long hesitation.
A lot.
were traveling companions for a short moment and extended an invitation to me to your association, and most of them are fairly personable.
And they can certainly do with it quite a lot. In fact, you were able to finish off the orcs. Good job.
Our new friend Alan here has
All Nan.
Alnan here
Alnan.
has he has dealings with the orcs before. He held somewhat of a grudge against them.
Understand it doesn't get out too much, but I am aware of the Westlanders having history with some of the raids. Yeah.
There may have been a little personal business tied up in it.
Oh. So, I mean, I just got back from doing some work. I managed to get some stuff done. I haven't gotten much ready for you in terms of another job.
Oh, this
But
is
I
the guy
have some
that pays
ideas.
us?
I have a few ideas for what you can do. Some things to work out. Now that I have the radio tower up, I can get a lot of communications out a lot better. And we have the train running. That started up a couple days ago, so I think one of the one of the things you can help me with is going to be in the Southlands, and another one I was looking at was going up north to the Scaled Lands. Just give me a couple more, maybe a week or two, to get the specifics about those flushed out, and then you guys can work on that if you want.
We were only gone a few days. How did you manage to erect a radio tower in such a short amount of time? And
That doesn't take too much.
Did the people of Wadun have any opposition to you creating the structure so close to?
It's not that big, no. A lot of the people don't know about it or are appreciative because it does allow some of the devices that they might bring from the north or the west. Some kind of gestures to hold on. They don't quite work out here. This is a nice relay for them to work on. I've got it working for my personal business, and much like the train, but things are working. You guys gave me a lot of time. He kind of just gives just a unfinished, just excited and just happy look. Just, yeah, we're going along.
Redneck Sela moved in from Twilight Empire by the
Right.
server.
This landmass is a bit of a shithole compared to the north. So I get the luxury thing.
Well, it's got better weather for sure. Although it's been turning cold lately. He kind of just shrugs.
Okay, that's it. I can't hear what you guys are saying. I'm sorry. I'm going to call night. I need to figure this out.
Sorry.
All right, take care, Ed.
Fine, take care, man.
See ya.
Yeah, then it's been real cold, but unseasonably. Maybe there's a storm blowing in.
The weather, I hadn't noticed. They've been here for a while, but...
Well, clearly it's going to be maybe the Tempest people coming back. Maybe they're coming back in force. Didn't they have that ice things? They go...
It kind of just takes... Roth just kind of sits back and then leans kind of elbow back on the table and just considers that idea. It could be. Went from the wrong direction from what I can tell, though. Most reports...
Well, that would be quite the surprise attack now, wouldn't it?
It's been all in the south. They haven't really come in from the north or the west, or north or the northeast. Suppose we'll get somebody looking up on that.
Well then...
It's really hard to convince a lot of people to just go sailing out into the unknown.
I'll go.
Well, you can go.
If it helps out, I would go too.
Try finding
we should talk it over first.
Yes, try finding a
You
ship
and me,
full of
Doya.
people who are
Let's go.
completely willing to take you out there.
Indeed.
Most Westlander ships aren't really known for their deep sea. They usually sit around the shore, and they're
So they need to
No
be...
by
time.
far the best ships that are crafted for this land. So
Well, there's no time to learn like the peasant.
Did he just say peasant?
I believe he did.
Oh my god.
So you need a few days to
a few weeks to figure
look
out at
into
least
the
these-
logistics.
of what, sending a boat out.
Yes.
Probably more than that. We have to getting a proper ship constructed, getting the crew who would have somewhat experience in deeper waters, I suppose. We'd have no idea how far you'd be going, so storage, supplies, what you'd find along the way. That's a mess.
Though
My
it takes
plate's
a
already
moment.
pretty full.
Though it takes a moment to consider it. It's a shame that those orcs burned that boat they left behind. That spellcaster did a big number on it.
Left the boat behind?
Well,
They
they
could
left
have.
the remains of a boat behind. More
Did
specific.
you happen to
Smoldering husk.
maybe send some people down and see what they can think about it?
I imagine
Probably
we'll
not
get those
too
smoldering
much left
husks.
Yeah.
of it.
the Westlanders, no offense, aren't ones to really divulge military secrets, they put it. So any ships that they do capture or sink or what have you, common knowledge, any interest about that is usually squashed. I try and keep my distance, not to poke too many of the wrong things. Anywho, well, thanks for stopping by.
It's been an absolute pleasure, sir.
We consider this last excursion we just went on sort of a trial run for our new compatriots here. And they were sort of under the understanding that we worked for you for some sort of reward.
When I give you jobs, yeah? Are you saying you want me to pay you for going out on your own initiative and solving a
making the
problem?
world a better place. I thought that was your whole thing, saving the world.
You're not wrong. I'll see what I can do.
It's nice to do good deeds.
It certainly
I'm
is,
just
but
happy
it
to help out.
certainly is.
And just smiles at Doyle. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Are you going to be staying with them? Yes,
Yes, we have lots of room at the house. We can section Shah's
yes,
room into two if we have to.
I'll bump Doyle.
No, not with what I've done
already
with
got
it.
done. It's already completely furnished.
But yes, Roth, we will be at the house. At least the majority of us will. We look forward to hearing from you. Shar smiles, and then heads out.
Nods at each of you, I suppose, as you all... Do you follow Shar?
Doyle
I guess the
follows Char.
conversation's done.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to have too much. And then as you get out of that kind of main study, what I forgot to mention was, while this is a nice manor for Prague who's seen this, it is sparse and bare bones. Like, there's no decorations. It's like no one actually lives here. The most stuff you saw was in that room, which is, desks, some books on a bookcase. It looks lived in-ish, but it clearly doesn't look like he sleeps there or anything. You just don't see much in terms of decoration. Maybe that's how he affords his radio
Glimpses of
tower.
Empty rooms.
Yeah, well, you've only really seen a few, like a hallway and kind of the foyer anyway. But the robot will kind of walk, stutter step his way over and kind of gesture for you to follow and out the door. Bows the head, and then closes the door.
Well,
That was the thing, guys. That was really.
So, Shar's gonna head back to the manor. I'm gonna head to bed, guys. I'm
That's fine.
fading fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, sleep
Thank you.
well.
It's good to hear from you. You take
Nice
care.
to have you.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
That woman hates us.
No, I think Charlotte likes us all.
I was talking about Eric.
Oh,
so Shah,
but that's also true.
you're perfectly fine with the two new guests bunking in your room, right?
Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
Go bunk in Char's room.
oh no.
Didn't say Char's probably not going to let you. There's a few,
Yeah,
let's see.
Alden's not going to piss off the only person that he's really come to like for sure so far. Doya's pretty good.
There's a
up there
few
too.
upstairs rooms you actually haven't picked out.
Yeah, there's quite a few empty.
There's also a
Rooms.
basement.
I don't know if we're completed our basement yet, but
It's, at this point, been just over a week since you guys have even gotten the house.
Right.
yeah. So yeah, still pretty. There are two rooms upstairs to the south. You fellows are welcome to them.
This room.
Take
this
this one.
room. And yeah, there's a few actually.
You're gonna take that one.
That little okay.
I mean, it's Goon.
Which
He's
which
gonna
are the
care.
available ones?
Anything
Anyone
that
without
doesn't
a
have
name.
yeah, basically, or that doesn't look like a hallway.
Or a closet. Or a poop closet.
So I would say this is a room, and then these kind of two smaller ones and two bigger ones here. I see why you took that one. It's right beside Char's room.
That's actually not why I took it, but I did notice it after. I was like, I'll take this one. No, I picked that one because it's the smallest, and I don't think Goon would really care about like space.
Makes sense.
So wait, Goon took the one on the bottom center?
There you
Yeah, I'm about to hopefully.
Oh, that'll do it.
But that is also funny, Sumner.
See here. I would Alden would take the one towards the top by the stairs.
Okay.
And assuming that this thing below it is like storage space or something to make a good workshop for him.
Yeah.
We already have a workshop.
You
I mean,
can have a
sometimes
private one.
sometimes a man just needs a space.
We're between Bo and you. We're about to piss people off.
The hell.
Wait, what?
My other character that is on the back burner for now is also an artificer that also has a workshop inside the house. So between you and me, we're going to be making a lot of goddamn noise.
Oh my god.
That's why I was saying, like, we already have a workshop. Bo will share his workshop with you. There's another like-minded individual. He'll happily fucking share his workshop with you.
I think Doya is able to do some
I think
blacksmithing as well.
Wood though, so that would be less.
Yeah, Alden's carpentry.
Yeah, you got stuff outside. It's like some stuff.
It's not like he's gonna be doing hacksawing and hammering in there. Just
Right.
more.
Oh, just me.
You know.
Okay.
And there is a bit of a backyard with the stone. Odyssey. This map.
I'm a mason.
Bit of a backyard. You guys are over here in the purple dot, way over here.
That's purple.
Whatever. It's a sorry, paint dot. I said the wrong word by accident.
Magenta.
So the cliff is kind of up against the back of this building.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bit of a backyard for a straight cliff. Oh, hey, you know what? That's visible. I already had that written down.
There you go.
Your home.
Your home.
Your home.
Deep Base Inn. Do they do like night raves there?
Is that the one we got tossed out of?
That had a lizard folk running it, and no, the
That was the ram.
ram.
We should go back to the Ram.
It's probably Deep Bass, I guess.
Bass deep.
That doesn't sound right. I approve.
Well,
I would say as you guys get back,
Mhm.
kind of settle in. Bo would be like, "Hey, welcome back. Romera's not feeling too good." Dun dun dun. I'm ending the game there.
Who?
Ooh,
Romera,
the unicorn.
the unicorn and the statue and the soul
Oh.
soup.
gross.
Well, maybe you shouldn't keep her in
It's-
the juice.
Well, I imagine since he has a home, he's not kept her in the juice.
Okay,
Dulric's just
I
like,
didn't know.
I mean, fair enough, but like, yeah, no, like since there's a place, I would imagine that he's not kept her in the juice.
Okay. Still, I'm gonna say
I mean,
like
oh,
as
yeah,
a,
no, it's
a poke.
because he was checking in on her anyway to make sure she wasn't like feeling adverse effects to the juice. Oh,
Okay,
shit,
okay.
I might have to play Bo because Bo actually cares about her. I have to leave Goon back at the house for a couple
Oh, God.
sessions.
I don't have too much more. That was my time cliffhanger. You have a
Dun dun
third,
dun.
second, another thing you could thumbs up. You'll have to follow that as you will.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you guys want to just keep kind of RPing or come up with me, like, there are shops here. There are things to do in the city.
I feel like we're at the point in the RPG like where we're like, all right, to progress forward, all these side quests will become locked to us. So we have to finish up all this bullshit that we've accumulated, not done. 'cause we focused on the
Yeah,
main
pretty
quest.
much.
Well, you don't even know what the main quest is yet.
That's the problem. No, we're not there. We're at the other part where like the game just opened up and we're like, well, what do we do now?
Exactly.
Don't
Yeah.
get to the middle.
You guys are outside the tutorial zone. The world's opened up.
I don't like it. Take me back.
We have to watch it and we're like, oh fuck.
What do I do now? Should I do this quest? No,
What?
time to go fuck off into every goddamn dungeon ever.
Well,
That's the
I
whole
guess
fun-
I'm the Dragonborn. Now what?
I'm thinking right off the bat. You got 2 quests and one other thing you could probably follow up in the area.
By the way, speaking of something else entirely,
Yes.
so Marble didn't go see Roth with the others.
Sure.
He went back to the library instead. And he's looking for, basically at this point, any books he can find about negative energy.
Okay. I'll have to figure out where to put the library.
There's no negative zone, positive vibes only.
I'm about to say like you're harsh my mellow negative energy,
Mhm.
or
Make
Oh.
an investigation check.
Marble's harshing everyone's mellow.
Oh.
Mostly his own.
There's still like time. Technically, I did give you guys a month off before those other jobs were done.
Hey, you got an investigation over 10.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I didn't roll over 10.
but the results is what's important. The results in our hearts.
You don't find too much here in this particular library. A lot of it's just basic, like a public library kind of stuff.
He's looking, yeah, well, that's what this town has, right?
Yeah. You want
He's
maybe
looking, specifically, he's looking for descriptions of phenomena similar to what he's ascertained about the boom juice, and similar to
Mhm.
the spell he just saw at Dalric spell.
Make an intelligence. I don't force it because I don't want you to fail that. You did because you've already spent some time here looking. You already kind of had an idea what was here. You come back and kind of checked, not found anything.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, there's a few more days you can spend to kind of look.
Mhm.
You get the impression that you won't find anything in the library in this city.
Mhm.
You might find something down in Wooten,
Yes.
considering they have a magic library.
Yeah, I know. I specifically thought about stopping there, but I was like, no, I don't want to deal with him.
Hey, it's just pay money. He doesn't give a shit.
You know
Yeah,
who
but-
else wants
that's-
to read books in the Ash Library?
Goon.
No, me.
Also goon type thing.
So, did you want to do that now?
Do we have time?
I mean, we have a half an hour. I just, in terms of, I wasn't going to give too much more specifics.
Oh, I
but
meant
if
like
you-
in game, like.
in game. I don't know. It's how quickly you want to handle. Like I would say, during that day, you didn't find anything. You get the idea that you have to go somewhere else,
Mhm.
and then you get, oh no, something might be wrong with Primera, and yeah, I guess considering I called it
Yeah.
as a bit of a cliffhanger there.
You could see if what's his name could use his radio tower to put out the word for information.
Give you an idea what you want to look into, stuff you want to do, and
I'm thinking.
yeah.